So it seems like he took a gun and shot himself in the head after watching the 8th minute of Mickey's suicide video. Hi guys, how are you? Stop everything to watch today's video. You are very welcome to this channel. I am Carol Capel, your favorite dream destroyer. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a banned Mickey video. It's banned, folks. It's banned, it's forgotten, nobody talks about it. It's a video that Disney wants to put in the back of the vault. We don't even know the origin of this video. It's going to be like this. Look, seriously, I don't even know if I can show this video here on this channel, huh? So if I lose my channel, you guys defend me. I create another one, you subscribe to the other one. Is that okay? Can it be like that? Today's video, folks, is going to be really shocking. I'm warning you from the start of the video because I don't want any whining afterwards from kids who watched this video, who couldn't sleep and mom's complaining to me. I don't want that, okay? So you watch at your own risk. Don't come bothering me afterwards. Today I'm going to tell you all the truth about the worst Mickey video that's circulating all over the internet. If you haven't watched this video, you'll see it on my channel. The video is titled Suicide Mickey or The Suicide Mickey in the original English language, and I already advance that this video has nothing to do, this Mickey movie has nothing to do with any of the other movies that you have ever seen of Mickey in your life. All good. There is a lady named Lucia Petters, and she works as a journalist in a news portal called Bustle. Girls, I have to admit, I don't speak English. In fact, I take my English course, carolmeansina.com, and she was really very intrigued by this video. And she decided to go after the story that exists behind this video that circulates on the internet. And then she started researching the origins of this video last year, in 2017. So her research is super recent. And it's thanks to her, thank you, Lucia. That today we know the whole truth about this Mickey video. And seriously, guys, it's a video like a very strange video. An extremely frightening video that's impossible to watch in full. It will give you chills and require immense bravery to view entirely. I'm going to put the full Suicide Mickey video here for you guys during the course of this video. But I'm really not going to put the end of the video, okay? Because it's really disturbing. And look, the problem isn't like, oh, Carol doesn't want to scare the kids. No, I don't want to lose my channel, okay? For that reason, I'm going to leave a link here in the description for you to access the full video and then you watch it at your own risk. Understood? Shall we agree on that? Thank you. According to the story that exists about this suicidal Mickey movie, it is a lost Mickey cartoon that was discovered by a film critic named Leonard Maltin while he was compiling Mickey cartoons to make a digital versatile disc. So Leonard went to a certain place where there were several Mickey cartoons and he wanted to gather the best Mickey cartoons to make a digital versatile disc. And then, in the middle of his research, he ended up discovering this disturbing video of Mickey. Now, the question that I don't want to shut up is, why would someone like that who works inside Disney as an animator have produced this video? Was this video really produced by Disney? Was it an animator I don't know who was possessed by the devil? Let's analyze the whole video before drawing conclusions. If Disney produced this, what would be their motive? What would be like the reason to make a video like this? The video itself is one of the most disturbing things on the internet today. Since 2009, when this video appeared on the internet, it already has over 1.1 million views, and the file is called suicidemickey.ave, right? Which is the format the video was found in. And you can watch the whole video and draw your own conclusions from this video. I watched the whole video. And guys, I didn't understand anything, you know, you don't understand much. The video is very confusing, it's very disturbing. But the worst thing about the video are the images that keep appearing and the noise it makes. If you plan to watch this video, I suggest not using headphones. Just watch it normally, just like that. Because the worst part of the video is the noise, not the video itself. The video starts with Mickey walking down the streets, head down, hand behind his back, looking at the ground. But in this part, what's really scary is the background, the music that keeps playing. It's like a really sad piano. In a minute and a half, the screen goes black, and apparently when the video was discovered, it was said that this part where Mickey was walking, it lasted for 6 minutes. In other words, the part where Mickey is walking with the low time lasted 6 minutes. And they also say that the original video was edited, that it's not this one that's on the internet, that there's still much more behind it. Mickey continues walking down the street, and then you hear a man screaming in the background. And there are a few more voices that appear in the background, the strange screams, and then the image becomes distorted until finally Mickey's face appears somewhat blurred. The noise that keeps playing in the video, folks, is something kind of indistinguishable. You don't exactly know what's happening. You don't know if it's a moan, if it's a scream, if it's a whisper. You can't exactly understand what's happening there in that video. That's why I said it's very confusing. The sidewalk that Mickey is walking on also becomes increasingly strange as the minutes go by, because it goes in indistinguishable directions. In other words, it's illogical. Mickey walks in one direction while the sidewalk comes alive and starts acting mischievously. In the 7th minute of the video, a scream is heard. That's why I told you guys not to watch the video with headphones. Avoid it, seriously. Watching with headphones may hurt your ears, right, idiot? In my text, please. Thank you. And then, guys, there comes a part where Mickey starts to get his face all disfigured. His eyes start to fall, his chin becomes all saggy. Mickey's smile starts to rise and turns to the right. The buildings start to fly, the sidewalk goes in a strange direction, becoming incomprehensible for us who are normal humans. Do you understand what's happening in that movie? The person who discovered this video, right? She said that she started to watch the video there, put it on tape there, started to watch, right? That guy there, the cinematographer, the film critic, started to watch the video. And then after the 6th minute, he says we don't know if it's true, we don't know if it's a theory or not. He says that he started to become unable to walk. And then he was static for a few minutes. And after that, after he managed to recover from the whole situation, he left the room, then asked an employee to go back in because he lacked the courage. He told his employee to return to the room. Remove the video because he was going to use that video, remembering that he only watched up to the 7th minute of the movie. They say that from the 8th minute of the movie, the scream becomes even more deafening than it already was. And it was right at that time that Senior Martin's employee arrived in this room where the video was being played. And then after this 8th minute, after this scream they give in the ear, Mickey starts to cut himself all over. He gets all cut up, right? That's what appears in the video. And then it ends among the movie credits with a song playing in the background, guys. A little song like a speaker playing in the background. What happens, guys, is that this employee who ended up watching after the 8th minute, he was extremely disturbed. Much more disturbed than Senior Martin, who had watched up to the 7th minute of the video. And then what happened? He ran out of the room. It's unclear if this story is true. That's what they say about it, and that's also the research our friend Lucia from that news site did about the origin of this movie. So he ran out of the room and he was shouting a phrase. The phrase he was shouting was, "Real suffering is not known." In English, obviously, it wasn't Lucia who said this. It was the witnesses that Lucia interviewed about that fateful day. There's no date, no time, nothing. It's something that people don't want to talk about even. Disney itself has never commented on this. What happened that was much worse after all this is that this employee of Senior Martin, whose name was not revealed and will never be, because even Lucia doesn't know his name, he ended up committing suicide right there in the building. So it seems that he took a pistol and shot himself in the head after having seen the 8th minute of the suicidal Mickey video. So this is the scariest story I've ever seen related to a Disney movie. And then what happened is that after all this, after the suicide, after this mad cow, the guard who was there in the building went into the room to see what had happened, right? Because he didn't understand anything. A madman comes out of the room, grabs a gun and shoots himself. And then the guard said, "Man, what's happening? I'm going to check it out." The moment he entered the room, he saw that there was a text written on the screen that was playing this Mickey movie. And on the screen was written the following phrase, "The signs of the hell bring its viewers back in." Which in English translation means the signs of hell will bring the viewers back. That's it. There's no explanation. This is the end of the video. At the end of the video, this English phrase appears, "The signs of hell will bring the viewers back." If there is a crazier and scarier video and story than this one that I told you guys, and I don't even know if I told it right, guys, because even I got confused trying to tell this story, because it's really confusing. If there is a scarier and more confusing video, and crazier related to Disney, it's this one. I have nothing more to say. But wait, this story isn't over yet. Girls too! An 11-year-old child took this wonderful video, a possessed child like the girl who set the supermarket on fire. Did you see it? Guys, I thought it was outrageous. The girl had a match in her pocket, I don't know. She took it, struck the match, and threw it at the hand sanitizer section inside the supermarket. Girl like a child, 12 years old, I don't know. One is a devil's envoy on earth, right? All good. So there's another devil's envoy on earth, which was this 11-year-old boy who took and showed this video to an entire 6th grade class in the United States for everyone to watch. The teacher had apparently left the room, as the story goes. An 11-year-old child accessed YouTube and put on a video for the other children to watch. The children started watching and everyone became very curious. Then after watching the video, after 8 minutes, the children were all going crazy, guys. Imagine a bunch of 11-year-olds. There were children who were screaming, there were children who were crying, there were children who were speechless, didn't know what to say. It was total chaos. It was right when the teacher came back to the room. Like, she left the room, everything was normal. When she came back, everything was in disarray because no one knew what was happening anymore. The very child who played the video was also going crazy, crying. And then 2 children among this whole class of children who were watching this video claimed that they were temporarily blind, meaning that their vision went completely black for a few moments, and that's why they were really desperate. So this happened with 2 children from this whole room, right? If it's true, we don't know, of course. This is a story, this is a research that Lucia did. Now Lucia, folks, from what I could research about her background, she is a serious journalist, okay? She's not a Carol Capel who comes here and tells a bunch of lies to you. No, she's not a dream destroyer. She's a serious journalist. So, if she's telling this, it's because the situation is really tense. Now, my personal opinion about this story of the children having become partially blind after watching this video is that this story is totally fake, right, folks? Because that doesn't exist. You don't watch something and suddenly you become partially blind. It doesn't exist. Unless the thing is very bright and leaves you kind of confused for a few seconds, like if it's something very clear. Which is not the case with the Mickey suicide video. Why? Because the video is dark and not clear. So why had these girls gone blind? Maybe they told this story to increase the fear about this video and such. I think this story is totally fake. The children freaking out and crying, that's fine, because it's something that really scares. But 2 children becoming partially blind? I don't know, but now let's tell the real story. What really exists, in fact, proven behind this story of Mickey and suicide. Why is this Mickey video viral? Yes, it's viral. Is it scary? Yes, it's scary, of course, but like everything in this life has an explanation, at least somewhat logical. This video is known on the internet as Creepypasta, which was even a suggestion from one of my followers. Not the video, but he said, "Carol, talk about creepypasta things on your channel." Creepypasta is a term created by the internet for these things that have no explanation, right? These very scary things that a huge story is created around, right? For example, the story of the guy who killed himself, for example, the story of the child that the guy dries up in the nursery. In other words, they take a video or a certain photo and audio anyway. It's similar to Momo and Blue Whale challenges. They take a story and then a monster is created around that story. This is known on the internet as creepypasta. This creepypasta genre, right, which is like a genre itself, a horror genre, a horror movie genre, okay? This kind of creepypasta genre, it has some scarier things and some less scary things. However, the suicidal Mickey video is one of the scariest creepypastas that exist on the internet, if I may say so. Because there are people who really get very disturbed when watching the video. I watched it, folks. I couldn't finish it because, the screaming, folks. I was like, why am I watching this, you know? Really, I think if the person is having some problem, if the person is going through a problem, I don't know, depression, panic syndrome, if she is panicking about something, I don't know, it could really be that she commits suicide. After watching this video, not only them but others as well, but because the thing is really disturbing, so this video of suicidal Mickey, it is one of the most frightening that exist on the internet when it comes to creepypasta. And certainly, it is much more frightening because Mickey is involved, right folks? And Mickey is such a beloved figure in our children from our childhood, right? And then there's that little doubt behind the ear, right? Because everyone already says that Disney is Satanist, including Don't Miss on my channel. There will be here a complete dossier talking if Disney is or is not Satanist. Don't miss it, it's already recorded, huh? Coming soon on the channel for you. So there's already a whole background of Disney saying that it's Satanist for several reasons that you'll find out in my video. And then comes this video to make us look like a fool, right? Like, is it or isn't it? You know that little thing? But wait, is it or isn't it? You know that thing? The Mickey and Suicide video was created in the 1930s by Disney itself. And the scariest thing is that according to Lucia Peters' research, let's speak English correctly, this video visually resembles some other cartoons produced by Disney at the same time, which led her to believe that this clip of Mickey's suicide is just a piece removed from an entire film. According to Lucia, there is still another part, a beginning, middle, end, in short, that is not known to us and that may be lost forever, that may have even been destroyed by the film's own creator. When Lucia did her research, she discovered that this little 8-minute clip that shows all this horror that I've already told you about, it's part of a 1 hour and 10-minute video. And this 1 hour and 10-minute video was cut exactly at minute 27, add another 8 minutes, and then the video continues. In other words, it's just a snippet of the entire film that was produced for what reason we don't know about this Mickey story. And according to Lucia as well, she said that besides this suicidal Mickey movie, there must be many other movies with the same theme, very similar to this movie, that are lost out there. Because according to her, they are part of a collection of films released by a Disney animator. I don't know if this story is true, but it scared me a lot. Imagine if one day, guys, let's agree here, if an 8-minute text made a guy kill himself and an entire school class freak out and everyone screaming, crying, imagine if they find the whole movie. Imagine if they find the entire collection. Oh, the world population is going to die. But the only thing this video really proves is the power that the internet has to spread things and to make it so that sometimes a lie becomes a real thing. We don't even know if this video is real. The authenticity is unconfirmed. Remember the absurd Momo cases, for instance. And the blue whale, even though they might have happened, we don't know if it's true. They had a lot of publicity and became very popular thanks to the internet. And thanks to our beloved YouTubers who spoke with Momo. There were people who actually spoke with Momo. There were people who video chatted with her. There were people who even played online games with Momo. She was incredibly popular and had a great rapport with our Brazilian YouTubers. However, the truth is, guys, is that this Mickey video, it intrigues many people precisely because we don't know if it's real or if it's not real. And even a couple of big Mickey fans in the United States did a more in-depth research about this, and they ended up discovering that this collection exists. That it's in a pawn shop. Pawn shop, for those who don't know, is like a... I forgot the name. That's good, right? Pawn shop is a pawn shop. Oh, damn it. A pawn shop similar to one located in Las Vegas. So, they found out that this collection is in this pawn shop and that the owner of the pawn shop doesn't want to sell it for anything. It's a personal relic of his. The item is located in an undisclosed city in the United States. The city was not revealed to prevent potential thieves from attempting to steal it. Anyway, I know the story is going around too, but it's what I told you guys, right? We don't know if it's true. If it's not true, it's a horror story. story. That really leaves us a little scared. But for me, what intrigues me the most, it's not the fact that the internet is spreading this story, and not even the fact that all these things are happening in a way that suggests that everything leads to believe that this is real. But yes, it's the fact that Disney produced this cartoon. Why Brazil? We feel like this. Why, right? What for? What was the need? So that's it, folks. Today I wanted to bring you the story of Suicidal Mickey, which is one of the most viral videos on the internet, one of the scariest videos on the internet. And I want to apologize in advance if I gave nightmares to little kids and if families are going to be upset with me. But you know, I love bringing these stories to you, and I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Speaking of Disney stories, I gave an interview to Felipe Zappa, who has the channel, right? Felipe Zappa. And there's Zappa at Disney too, where he makes Disney videos and such. And what happens is that the interview hasn't come out yet, but as you who are there won't miss this interview for anything, because we talked about several controversial topics in this interview. You already subscribed to her channel. I leave it here in the description, and then when it comes out, turn on the bell, okay? When it comes out, the bell will show up there, the interview with Carol Capel. She said a lot of crap there because I said a lot of crap. Folks, I told several gossips, some gossips that I could tell on my channel. Good. The opportunity never came up, but Felipe asked me and I told him everything. There are several fights and things, so keep the notifications on because he'll probably release the video next week, but he hasn't told me the exact date yet. As soon as I know, I will notify you there on my Instagram, which is Carol Capel Official. Follow me there. On my Instagram, there is also a highlight saved as fights. This specific highlight, I tell fights that I had with Disney employees. So if you didn't watch, there is the opportunity for you to have a good laugh. I really hope you liked today's video. Don't miss tomorrow's video 31, okay? Don't miss it. If you thought today's video is scary, yes, it's scary. But the story of today's video is a story that we don't know if it really exists, but the story that I'm going to tell you tomorrow really existed, so it's even worse. It scares much more, okay? So that's it. A kiss for you, and see you in the next videos.